All right, YouTube. So this is Jay from J&T Custom Creations, and T is at work right now. I actually have the day off, so I'm going to see if I can get a bunch of work done on the door. As you can see, I haven't done much to it. I had a bunch of issues. So this is the one panel here. Actually, I'll turn you around. It's easier that way. All right, so this is the one panel here. I made some changes to it, so I'm currently working on these. Hopefully I'm going to get the end pieces made today, which we'll go over, and then we can get these panels put together. Yes, for whatever reason, I made a bunch of mistakes because I was trying to do something differently than I would normally do, and it didn't work out. So I had to start all over. So made a bunch of scrap, kindling, and but we'll see. We'll see how it goes from here. Hey YouTube, this is J&T Customs. I'm Jay.
I'm T.
And how are you doing? All right, so I'm going to raise this up over here. I'm going to be stepping back and forth in the camera because right now it's on the tripod. So you're over there, I'm over here. What we're going to do is we're going to make this, okay? This has a groove in it for the panel. There's also a 3.5-inch groove for the bottom. And there's a 1.5-inch groove for the top. So what we're going to do is we're going to make those, but first we're going to make the rails themselves. All right, so this is the panel. It's a 10-foot panel, okay? And this is the front top. Well, actually, it's the front bottom piece, okay? So for the panel, picture there's another panel down here. There's a panel up here. This is the groove for the panel. And then these markings here, here, and on the other end are for the upright pieces to hold the panels in place, all right? So what we have to do is we're gonna cut this out now. And this is going to, hopefully you can see that. If not, I'll hold it up. So this is going to lap in there like that, all right? So we have to cut this material out of here, okay? And then the way we're going to do that is we're going to put it on our saw. This is a saw stop right here, okay? So this will let me make the saw depth. Bring this all the way down here. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. You stay put, all right? This will enable me to bring the saw down and stop because it hits this stop first. It won't go all the way down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this piece up here. Now, because this piece is not very wide, if I put it up against the fence, my saw won't cut the back of it. So I put a backer piece of wood in first, okay? Then I put my material up against the fence, and then I can cut. Now, obviously, when you work with this stuff, you want to put your safety glasses on, okay? All right, so what I've done is I made a bunch of slices in it like this, okay? And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just hack these slices out like that. and then clean it up. Okay, so now my piece that's going on this side will fit in here, okay, like that. Now we just have to do the center section and the end section. Let's see how that fits. Good, perfect. And then we'll do the end. All right, so I moved the camera, so now you can see better what's going on. I also have a mask on because Pine and I don't get along. It's like slicing turkey. Like slicing turkey, people. All right. So now I got to bring this back into the camera so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to see how this fits. And that fits pretty good. There's my groove for the panel, and my two pieces are grooved here. Now, I think what I'm going to do is bring my saw just a little taller because it's sticking down just a little bit below. Now it's going to get filled in with glue, but I'd rather it be better than worse. All right. So now what we have to do, that's the front bottom. So I'm going to finish cutting this side here. And now you can see, we turn this around. Okay, and now you can see, first thing I'm going to do is I have to cut this off. So I'm going to flip my stop back so my blade will go all the way down. Garbage. Put my stop back, and I'm going to cut this out because the sides, the ends are going to be 2x6. Okay, that's the ends. 2x6. The center is a 2x4. And that's how that's going to work. So I'm going to do the same thing. Cut this out. All right. That's always a fun part. Okay, so now what we do is we have to determine if you look at the door, this is the way the door works. Okay, so this is the bottom piece. There's another panel under here, right? So picture panel there, and then there's a panel up here. In between the two panels is another panel. So this groove is for our plywood face. This upright is the center, okay? So that goes there, like that. And then we have each end. So what I'm gonna do, and if you notice, okay, the bottom is wider than the top piece is, okay? All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna transfer these marks one piece to the other. So basically I'm just marking the end over here, which you can't see me. And I'm marking in here, so I know where to cut off. And what to cut off. That was the other problem I had I kept cutting the wrong side of the board. I'm like, no! So I kept making mess. Okay, that gets cut off. And then here, this gets cut off. And the end piece will get cut off too. All right, so basically what we just did on this piece, we're now gonna do on this piece here. And we'll just let the video run, but I will fast forward all this. Okay, there you have it. So now what we have to do is we have to now take our, put you over here, take a quick look at the camera. There you go. All right. "25 inches. All right. So 25 inches is going to be there. Okay. All right. Hit pause, get a cup of tea, and I'll be back.